0-5S, my dear brother, my dear sister in Christ. I know the weight you carry tonight, the weariness that settles deep within your soul. 5-10S, the world fades into twilight, and the shadows of your day begin to gather. 10-15S, but tonight, on this most special feast of the Assumption, the Blessed Virgin Mary has a word of liberation for your heart. Stay with me until the very end. Oh, Blessed Mother, my refuge, my hope, tonight I come before you, not with the strength of my own spirit, but with the humble confession of a soul burdened. This day, this pillar of the day as it is often called, in its relentless march and its unending demands, has left its mark upon me. It is pressed down, not just with the weight of tasks and responsibilities, but with the silent, gnawing ache of anxieties that whisper like insidious serpents in the quiet corners of my mind. Mother Mary, you who know the depths of a mother's heart, and the fullness of a daughter's obedience, you understand the complexities of this earthly journey. You have walked among us, felt the sting of the world, the rejection, the incomprehension, and yet, you remain steadfast, a beacon of grace and unwavering faith. Today, perhaps, I have felt the sting of misunderstanding, the frustration of efforts that seem to fall on deaf ears, the loneliness that can accompany even in a crowded room. The day's demands have stretched my patience thin, tested my resolve, and sometimes, I confess, left me feeling utterly depleted, like a well run dry. There have been moments when the sheer volume of what needs to be done, of what is expected of me, has felt like a mountain I cannot possibly surmount. These burdens, they are not just physical tasks, Mother. They are the heavy cloak of worries about the future, the lingering regrets of past missteps, the silent fears for loved ones, and the deep, profound yearning for a peace that seems perpetually out of reach. But tonight, on this most glorious feast of your Assumption, I turn my gaze to heaven, to you, Mother Mary, who have been lifted body and soul into eternal glory. This day, we celebrate your triumphant passage, your perfect union with your divine Son, your ultimate release from the sorrows of this mortal coil. And it is in this magnificent reality, this radiant truth of your Assumption, that I find a glimmer of hope for my own weary spirit. You are not distant, unattainable in your holiness. You are ever present, a loving mother, a compassionate intercessor, and tonight, on your feast day, I believe your prayers are especially potent. Our Lady, I implore you, look upon me with your tender mercy. This day's burdens have left me battered and bruised. The pillar of the day has been a formidable adversary, its sharp edges cutting into my peace, its relentless pressure squeezing the joy from my heart. I have striven, Mother, I have tried my best to navigate its challenges, to fulfill its demands, but tonight, I am exhausted. The weight of my responsibilities, the anxieties that plague my waking hours, and the fears that begin to stir as darkness descends, feel overwhelming. I feel the strain in my shoulders, the tightness in my chest, the knot of worry in my stomach. It is a profound weariness, not just of the body, but of the soul. You, Blessed Mother, were also called to bear immense burdens. You carried the weight of the world on your heart when you cradled the infant Jesus. You endured the agony of witnessing his suffering and the devastating grief of his crucifixion. Yet, through it all, your faith never wavered. Your fiat, be it done unto me according to your word, echoed with an absolute trust that we, in our human frailty, often struggle to comprehend. Tonight, I cling to that very trust, and I ask you, my spiritual mother, to share some of that strength, that unwavering peace, that characterized your earthly life and now shines forth in your heavenly glory. My earthly journey, especially today, has felt like a constant struggle against unseen forces. The pillar of the day represents not just the passage of time, but the accumulation of all its trials. It's the pressure to perform, the need to be strong, the fear of failure, the constant hum of things left undone. These burdens can be suffocating, Mother Mary. They can dim the light of Christ within us, making it difficult to see the path forward, to find solace in prayer, or to experience the deep joy that is our inheritance as children of God. I confess that sometimes, these burdens make me question my own strength, my own worthiness, and even the goodness of a God who allows such suffering. But tonight, on your Feast of Assumption, I am reminded of your ultimate triumph. You are the Queen of heaven and earth, not because you were spared suffering, but because you endured it with such profound grace and faith. Your journey, though filled with sorrow, led you to the very throne of your Son. And this is where I want to be, Mother. I want to be free from the oppressive weight that crushes my spirit. I want to find a respite, a sanctuary, where the anxieties of the day can no longer hold me captive. You, who were immaculately conceived, who lived a life of unparalleled purity and devotion, hold a special grace that can indeed carry my burdens. You understand the insidious nature of sin and its lingering effects, the guilt and shame that can weigh us down. I need your intercession, Mother Mary, desperately. The pillar of the day has left me drained, its relentless cycle leaving little room for spiritual replenishment. I crave the peace that you embody, the serenity that radiates from your presence, even from your Assumption. You were the first disciple, the perfect model of faith. You understood the spiritual battles we face, the constant temptations that seek to pull us away from God's embrace. Tonight, as the day gives way to night, I surrender to you these heavy loads. I place them at your immaculate feet, trusting that you, who have ascended into heaven, can lift them from my shoulders. There is so much I am carrying, Blessed Mother. There are the worries about my family, my friends, my work, my community. There are the silent fears that gnaw at me, the insecurities that whisper doubts in the quiet hours. There is the pain of past hurts, the disappointment of unmet expectations, the struggle to forgive those who have wounded me. These are the burdens that make the pillar of the day feel like an insurmountable obstacle. They cloud my judgment, dim my hope, and steal my joy. I long to experience the lightness of spirit that comes from being truly free, from being able to rest in the Lord without the constant burden of earthly cares. And this is where the promise of your Assumption shines so brightly. You, who were taken up into heaven, who did not experience the corruption of the grave, are a testament to God's ultimate victory over suffering and death. You are a living, breathing embodiment of His boundless love and His divine power. Tonight, as I reflect on this profound mystery, I ask you to share that victory with me. Lift these burdens from my soul, Mother. Grant me the relief that comes from knowing I am not alone in my struggles. Grant me the profound peace that can only come from surrendering to God's will, a surrender that you exemplified so perfectly. Tonight, as the world outside grows still, the inner turmoil can sometimes intensify. The pillar of the day may have receded, but its echoes linger. The anxieties that were held at bay by the day's busyness can now surface with an unsettling intensity. Sleep may seem a distant dream, replaced by a restless mind replaying the day's worries, or conjuring up fears for the morrow. This is where I need your motherly comfort, Blessed Virgin Mary. You who cradled the Prince of Peace, can surely grant me his peace. I am particularly struggling with anticipation, This is a moment where I will reveal a truth that will bring immense relief, but first, I need you to know that you are not alone in this struggle. Many share this exact feeling, the gnawing anxiety about the future. The uncertainty of what tomorrow holds, the fear of unforeseen challenges, the worry about my loved one's well-being, these are the invisible burdens that weigh most heavily on my soul tonight. They rob me of sleep, steal my joy, and make even the simplest moments feel fraught with peril. This is the pillar of the day that extends into the night, its oppressive shadow darkening my spirit. But tonight, on your Feast of Assumption, I believe in your power to bring liberation. You, who were preserved from sin, who were raised to glory, have a unique ability to intercede for us in our deepest spiritual battles. You understand the insidious nature of fear and anxiety, how they can grip our hearts and make us feel utterly helpless. Mother Mary, I ask you to surround me with your mantle of protection. Shield me from the anxieties that seek to rob me of my peace. Dispel the shadows of doubt and fear that gather around my sleeping soul. I am not asking for a magic wand that erases all difficulties, Mother. I am asking for the grace to face them with a spirit of peace, with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing God is in control, and that you, my loving intercessor, are praying for me. The pillar of the day has been a heavy load, but tonight, I hand it over to you. I release the worries about my finances, my health, my relationships, my career, my spiritual journey. I release the regrets, the resentments, the unfulfilled expectations. I release the fear of what I cannot control. You, who ascended into heaven, are beyond these earthly concerns. You can see them from a higher perspective, and you can bring your divine Son's healing light to bear upon them. You, blessed Mother, are the star of the sea, the guiding light in our darkest nights. As the day closes and the stars begin to appear, I look to you for guidance and solace. The Feast of your Assumption is a profound reminder of God's power and His ultimate victory. It is a promise that even in our deepest suffering, there is hope for resurrection, for eternal joy. Tonight, I ask you to grant me that hope, to infuse my heart with the peace that transcends all understanding. Tonight, I specifically ask for a deep, restorative sleep. The pillar of the day has left me physically and mentally exhausted. I yearn to close my eyes and find true rest, a sleep that will refresh my body, calm my mind, and renew my spirit. I ask you, Mother Mary, to lull me into a peaceful slumber, free from the nightmares and anxieties that often plague my nights. Wrap me in your maternal embrace, and protect me from any spiritual disturbances. Let your presence be a balm to my weary soul, a gentle whisper of reassurance that all is well, that God's love surrounds me. Emotional validation, I know that feeling of dread that can creep in as the lights go out, the sense of being utterly alone with your thoughts and worries. It's a heavy, suffocating feeling, isn't it? It's in these quiet hours that the burdens of the day often feel most overwhelming. The pillar of the day may have passed, but its echoes reverberate, amplifying my fears and stealing my peace. I need your intercession to quiet the storms within me, to bring a serene calm to my restless mind. Blessed Mother, as I prepare to rest, I entrust to you the anxieties that churn within me. The pillar of the day may have brought its share of disappointments and heartaches, but tonight, I choose to lay them at your feet. I trust that you, who have experienced the fullness of God's love, can bring His healing peace to my troubled soul. Grant me a night of deep sleep, free from the torments of worry and fear. Protect me from any negative influences, any spiritual darkness that seeks to encroach upon my rest. Your assumption is a testament to God's power to overcome all obstacles, and tonight, I believe He can overcome the obstacles that